getting started. And the Golden Gophers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A first down for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense set for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Running toward the tape. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game. Being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up, something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
And the Broncos get the first down.
I got to challenge my guys all throughout the week. When we get in these short yardage situations, who's the bigger man? Who's the better man? Who's going to be more physical? These are the situations we practice all week. Challenge the manhood of the offensive line.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Dances away to buy time. Got his man all by himself. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Back to pass, it's Brosmer. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
The give from the gun. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Quarterback checking off. On third down, he drops to throw. And the quarterback will be slugged down back at the 43.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Oh, he missed it. No good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Broncos! Reeled it in and just made the house call. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit about to go to work. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The give on the inside. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Looking to pass. It's Brosmer. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds his man. It's Taylor. He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. The Golden Gophers want to pick up the tempo.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum.
Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense snatches it, and they're trying to flip the field.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. To the ground. He's got it again. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the
right side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll go back to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Back to pass, it's Nelson. It's caught downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Broncos. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. The throw to the outside is complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air, it's Brosmer. They're trying to get to him. Fires downfield. Got a man in the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Minnesota!
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He'll start this drive firing. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy that's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Genty. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Boise State.
And this offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Broncos will boot it away to start the second half. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There's a live football. And he gets back on top of it and averts disaster. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job putting on the ball. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Pressure coming. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And now on second down for this offense. Been showing them the run, now they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jackson. Tackle is made at the 48, it's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Golden Gophers headed quickly to the line. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And here they come, almost all the way back.
You know, long touchdown passes don't have to come in the shape of go routes and posts. You can throw a slant. If your guy is able to make one dude miss and build up some steam, when you've got speed like that, you can take it to the house, and that's exactly what he did.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up 14 over New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They're going to ride this running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. To throw, it's Nelson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Genty. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball.
He's got it down the left side. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos!
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo.
I love the type of throw there by the quarterback, throwing to his running back on that angle route. That cannot be a bullet throw.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He's got the tight end, and he's dragged down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Boise State 28, Minnesota 14.
First down to start the drive after the break. To the air, it's Brosmer. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Jackson. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Power football with the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Taylor. Touchdown, Minnesota! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
21.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boise State ready to send out that offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He's got it on the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking for a man. It's Nelson. He'll pull it down and run. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. DB's right up on the receivers. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll try it on the ground, and the Broncos get enough to move the chains. From that spot on the field, you had to expect them to go for it, and it worked out.
Why the heck would you not go for it? I mean, I almost want to go for it on every part of the field, but especially once you start to get this deep in territory. But you're also, field goals aren't 100% at this distance. It's a little bit of a longer kick. Just trying to keep this drive alive and trying to go get extra points. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays. All that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He's looking deep. Throw toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now, they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. On the run, it's Genty. And he'll be brought down. The Broncos are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Fires to the big fella. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
And you're seeing the best version of this guy this week, right? We know he threw 2 picks a week ago. We talked to him. He said it was a game he wanted to put behind him and just get refocused. You are seeing when he brings his A game to the park, he helps this offense be completely dynamic.